This is the most controversial camera that GoPro has ever released. It's called the GoPro Hero 7 Wide, and when it was released in 2019, a lot of people hated this camera. But why? And is it still a good camera today? Let's find out. But first, why did people hate this thing? Well, the reason for that is because it was launched at the same price as the older Hero 2018. But it had a lot of features removed. So for example, the Hero 2018 had the same design as the Hero 5, which means you had replaceable lenses, so you can change the lens if it breaks. And on the bottom it had a removable battery, so if you run out of battery, you could replace it. And it had 3 built-in microphones instead of the 2 built-in microphones that the Hero 7 Wide has. So that was a reason why people didn't like it, because it was launched at the same price and as an updated model, but it was just worse in some ways. It's also missing the front screen, so here you could see a status of how long you were recording and in which settings, but this camera didn't have a front screen at all. Also, when it was launched, it only had the option to shoot in a 4:3 aspect ratio. So if you wanted to get a 16:9 image, then you weren't able to get that with this camera. It could only shoot in 1080p, in 30 or 60 FPS, but the stabilization of this is actually better compared to something like the Hero 5. It doesn't have the hyper smooth stabilization, but it's still pretty smooth, so you will be able to get some nice shots with it. Luckily, it did get a firmware update, so now you can shoot in 16:9 in 1080p, but the front lens, like I said, is not removable. So if you break it, then you broke the camera. So if you want this thing to be a bit more durable, you might want to get a small screen protector to the front to make sure that it will last a bit longer. Other than that, this camera still has a great build quality. But I actually like this small, light and minimalistic look. You can also see that because the lens is not removable, it sticks out less. So it feels a bit more easy to carry around in your pocket, so that is a great thing. And compared to the older models, it does have an updated menu system, but it is very basic. So if you wanted to shoot in 60 FPS, you would hit the slow motion option and then it would do a 60 FPS video. And if you want to pick up the Hero 7 Wide today, you are spending about 100 euros, which I think is too expensive for this model, because it can shoot in 4K. And you can spend a little bit more and get something like the Hero 7 Black, which has better image stabilization, 4K at 60 FPS, a removable lens, interchangeable batteries, and also Pro Tune settings, so you can adjust a lot of things manually. But on the other hand, what's also nice about this thing is that this is really point and shoot. There are not a lot of settings that you can mess up. You just hit record and then you will get a pretty decent looking image. Keep in mind that this one doesn't have any built-in mounting options, so if you want to mount it to, for example, a selfie stick, you need to use this small little case, which can be a bit annoying to carry around. So you need to put it in here, and then if you want it to mount to, for example, a normal tripod, then you need to get an adapter for the fingers. So this is definitely a lot less useful compared to the newer models where they have built-in mounting, and the newest even have a built-in 1/4 inch mount. So you could easily mount it to tripods, but this doesn't have anything at all. But when you take a look at the video quality today, yeah, it still looks okay. It's nothing amazing, it won't be crazy image quality, but it's still good enough for basic things. So if you just go outside and want to shoot some sports, then you can see that the video clips still look pretty nice. The stabilization is also pretty good, and it also has a built-in zoom function that you can use while you are recording, which the newer GoPros don't have. So I wish newer GoPros had the feature where I could zoom in while I am recording, because that was pretty cool. And unlike the Hero 2024, it has built-in stabilization, so you can just drag the MP4s into your video editing software, and the stabilization is applied in the camera itself, so you don't have to run it through the app. But keep in mind, it does have a built-in battery, and after a few years it will get a bit worse and worse and worse. So it might not be the best if you want a very long battery life, because then you need to recharge the camera instead of being able to put in a new battery. So should you still buy this old GoPro Hero 7 today? Well, that really depends, because you can spend the same amount of money on something like a Hero 5 Black, and then you would have 4K image quality, fully manual controls, a replaceable lens, a replaceable battery, but then the stabilization will be a little bit worse. So you might as well pick up the Hero 5 Black, 6 Black or 7 Black instead of the 7 Wide, because this camera is pretty limited. So you probably don't want to get this camera unless you can find one for a very good price. But what do you think of the Hero 7 Wide? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching.